Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, honors to the Akim, doing this work in truth and sincerity, and shalom to the hopeful 1/3. Wanted to do a quick lesson, just edifying. I don't want to name it the chariots. I'm going to name it, the strangeness of salvation. Because it is a strange thing, and, but before that, let me give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakak Wadash, Salakia. Don't know if I gave him his honors, or them their honors. I wanted to go into, the strangeness of salvation, because it's a very peculiar thing, because, this world would have it to where, you'd be in fear, more or less, of the chariots of the Lord, due to all the movies and media, and Hollywood antics that, make you think little gray motherfuckers is, gonna pop out, and probe you, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not the case, man. And, like we went into in the sit down with me and the brother Tazapanya, see, this is something that's been passed down from generation to generation. And Jake, when, the tribe of Judah was subject here under Esau and in slavery, man, the songs like Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, and what have you, you know what I'm saying? Or Coming Around the Mountain, you know what I'm saying? These are so-called Negro spirituals that were more or less, I guess you would say, like little faith boosters for Jake in that time, and, it's also pretty sad, man, because, Jake is so used to being in trouble. They had songs about the salvation of the Lord, so really I don't feel bad for those motherfuckers, man, just because Israel's always constantly going off, man. Pursuing Isaiah, why shall you be stricken more, man? Why shall you be stricken more? The ones that ain't gonna get it they never have, and they never will. You know what I mean? That's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's will. So, anyways, just to edify the strangest salvation and break it down and kind of go into a little bit of things. This is Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. And you can picture the clouds as like, essentially like a cloaking device, technology type thing, and every eye shall see him. So, the whole world, the whole face of the earth will be, covered in chariots, man. Like as if, well, they're going to battle. That's the best way to put it, because what's going to happen is, the remnant of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, are going to be beamed up and preserved, and, everybody else is, the chariots are going to get down on them and spew fire and tempest, man. And they also that pierced him, that's going into that regeneration, man. These wicked Edomites, man, that are reincarnated in their lot, man. He's going to visit them, man. And the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. So he's not. So Hollywood does have something right in the sense that the chariots are coming to destroy. But they're also coming to save. Anyways, let's get Psalms 104. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and Salakia. O Lord, my power, thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who coverest thyself with light as with a garment, who stretcheth out as the heavens like a curtain. Getting into the majesty of, how the Most High. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariots. So, what is a chariot? It's a vehicle, man. The modern day chariot or even ship would be kind of like the car. So, but Esau has his chariots, which are fighter jets. You know what I'm saying? The military planes. Well, the Most High has his, man. All these things were divinely inspired by the Most High. He put it in men's minds to create everything you see before you today, man. And the scriptures also do say there's nothing new under the sun. So, Esau probably had an inkling of something from the past that he didn't, want people to know in this time, because he's the father of lies, man. But yeah, that goes to show you that the Most High has chariots as well, We'll move on real quick. Because there's two things these chariots can do to you, man. Lord willing, you be of the elect or the 1/3 if you're a woman or a child, the 1/3 because you only elect. They can either destroy you or they can save you. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, they're gonna be destroying, man. Elder Bar always likes to bring out the righteous, man. They shall scarcely be saved. And I know that most every brother, at least in Great Millstone and the like in camps, we always say that we're unprofitable servants, man. We know that we don't deserve the kingdom of heaven, to say that no man is worthy of the glory of the kingdom of heaven. We know that we don't even inherit the kingdom in these bodies, man. And that's why, it goes into the righteous shall scarcely be saved, man. Like, there's no guarantee for us, The elder in Indianapolis brought out precept, I forget from where, but roughly paraphrasing, we do all these things so that we might be saved, So there is, yes, the chariots, so-called UFOs, even though they're identified, yes, they're coming to destroy. Hollywood does have that right, but they're also coming to save Yahweh Shem Yahweh's remnant. And what they really don't get into, in a lot of the movies nowadays, which they kind of used to, is the fact that the chariots are coming to destroy because of the wickedness of this place, man. And some movies will kind of hint at it, like, in the beginning they'll be like mankind was, at war or something, and the alien species didn't want them to advance or whatever. Well, that's he's telling half truths, man. Elder Apostle Tahar, he likes to, the best lies have a lot of truth in them, and that's just one way of, Esau perverting, the just and righteous, righteousness of the scriptures, man, I'm not gonna keep y'all Akim and the 1/3 for too long. Just wanted to edify some points and touch on this subject a little more, because we have to break down everything. We got to eat the whole roll. So I just wanted to edify this. And as I grow in the spirit, I'll come back to it and edify it deeper, and because what else is there to do, man? If you really think about it, what else is there to do here in Great Babylon other than learn and keep learning and and better yourself and refine yourself, Yeah. So this is Zephaniah 1:14. And it says, "The great day of the Lord is near, and it is near, and hasten greatly." So it's speeding up. "Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly." And that's what I was just talking about, is that when the Most High does visit this place, man, you know, it's not gonna be for bubblegum and lollipops, man, rainbows and hugs and kisses, like the elders from, all the camps like to say, man. The Most High is not sweet, man, you know. So, you know, there's going to be two things happening when, the chariots of the Lord make their full and glorious appearance, man. They're going to save the elect, the true elect, and they're going to destroy, the wicked, man. You know? And that's kind of period, point blank, Um, Verse 15, "The day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness." And you already read, that, that we go into the clouds and the chariots, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be full of chariots, man. And clouds also, what do? They obstruct your view. You know what I'm saying? You can't see past your immediate surroundings, So, that's why, the salvation is a strange thing. You know what I'm saying? Because the world doesn't consider who the Most High is going to save as being worthy of being saved. You know what I mean? Roughly paraphrasing that scripture real quick, the heathen with accusations against us, talking about how is he accounted as one of the sons of the Most High, when they see the true elect get beamed up. And Abaratazah, we can be one of those men, But yeah, move on. I think I'm going to hop over to the Apocrypha. Yeah, I was already talking about the strangest of salvation, so I'll bring out this. I was doing a little studying. "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him." So this is talking about the time, kind of giving you, because remember, measure thou the time diligently. So, at a certain point, Jake wasn't legally even allowed to be doing what we're doing nowadays, man, chanting down the devil, in public, with relatively no flack from, Esau Edom, man. That's how that's one of the ways you can measure the time diligently, man. "And made no account of his labors." You know what I'm saying? Like we're nothing, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Verse 2, "When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear." Because they're going to realize, like, everything they did to, the elect man of the Lord, whoever they may be. Abaratazah, we are those men, but, they're going to be like, "This motherfucker, like, this nigga, man, are you kidding me? We thought he was crazy, We talked shit about this guy, every time this motherfucker left the room, dude. We try to set this guy up. Try to fucking extort this guy, rob this guy. I mean, whatever the elect man has gone through, man, that's why they're going to be terribly troubled, man. With fear. "And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation." They'd be like, the men of the Lord, the elect are going to be the true teachers, man. Lord willing, like I love saying that. Lord willing would be those men, man. But they're going to, they're going to be astonished, man. Because like I was saying, these are the people that rid us off, called us crazy, these wicked ass women, That's why I don't shalom them, you know what I'm saying? They're going to, they're going to be astonished, man. So far beyond all that they look for. Because, most of the world, realistically, man, most of the world isn't even looking to be saved, man. The Christian church, They have this backwards ass, wicked ass rapture doctrine that's totally off. You know what I'm saying? So realistically, man, and with their numbers dwindling every day, you know what I'm saying? Realistically, these they're not even looking for it. You know, um, might as well stay on the Apocrypha real quick. Um, just to keep it, you know, about the same. I guess we'll do. I think it's at 4. Well, I'll start at 3. And I beheld, and lo, the man waxed strong with thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And who is this? It's talking about Yahushua, man, on his great and I don't even got a word for it. Magnificent, magnificent, oversized chariot, man. You know. Um, Verse 4, and wheresoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it fleeth the fire. You know, and like I was speaking earlier, man, that's prophecy. You know, the chariots are gonna burn up. You know, starting with Yahushua, of course. You know, the true King of Israel. You know, under Yahweh. Um, gonna burn motherfuckers up, man. This is why you constantly hear brothers say Abba Ratazah, Yahweh Ratazah, you know, because it's not in our will to be saved, man. You know, like I went into earlier, man, the righteous shall scarcely be saved, man. You know, so we're trying to study to show ourselves approved. We're trying to give diligence to make our calling and election sure, but there's no guarantee, man. This is why we have to, you have to get in that mirror on a daily basis and examine yourself and see whether you be in the faith, man. And, even me in the beginning of this truth, man, I had to purge things out of my life, man. Like smoking, bro, drinking too much. You know what I'm saying? These were things that I had to purge out of my life. But, if I could give any, just not to sidetrack for too long, but if I can give any advice, man, if you're still dealing with that, let me tell you something. You know, 9 times out of 10, you gave up. Jake gives up getting high to pass a little drug test to get to work. You know what I'm saying? To get a job. You know what I'm saying? If you give it up for the Most High, bro, it gives you such a sense of, you know, um, like, man, I really, I sacrificed this for the Lord, man. It's way better than any high you're gonna get. It's way better than any drunk you're gonna get. You're gonna it doesn't even compare, man. So if you're struggling with that, man, just give it up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that because if you give it up for the Lord, man, you're going to feel a lot better about yourself, man. We're not perfect and we're not going to be able to wholly keep the law. That's what I'm saying. But what you have control over, man, that's a work as well, man. Becoming a new man, putting off old things. That's part of this. Not just teaching and then you're the same nigga. The same wicked ass nigga with the same attitude, doing the same shit on the sneak. Like, how does that work? You know what I'm saying? So, not to sidetrack for too long, but if I could help anybody, I'm telling you, it is the best feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that put away something wicked for the Most High, bro. It's a high in itself, man. That high you're searching for in whatever you do, man. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But yeah, let's get back into this, and just remember also real quick, we don't want to be burned up by the fire of Yahushua's mouth. No matter how hard you think you are, man, and I'm guilty of it too. Me being a military veteran and everything, man. No matter how hard you think you are, man, when the sky cracks and when you encounter Yahushua's countenance, man, which is a resemblance of the Father, bro. You got to understand, man. When he said, "Surely, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father," man. So you're gonna see all that anger of the Most High, man. And who can escape it, bro? You know what I mean? So it's no guarantee. So you might. What do you have to lose by giving up? Well, you know. But then, hopefully, that little advice helps somebody who's dealing with something. But I mean, it's worth it, man. You know what I mean? Because, the Most High being merciful, you could be locked up, behind doing that shit, drinking and driving excessively, you know what I'm saying? This could be things that ruin your life. So if he's holding this merciful door open and you're understanding this truth, even with the stuff that, you may be doing to yourself, man, how long do you think he's going to keep that door open, you know? But anyways, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number for the wind, from the four winds of heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Esau and his armies, man. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew upon it. That's that mega-sized chariot that because this lesson is about chariots. And what did Ezra, notice about it? But I could have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, I could not. So he couldn't even see where it started or where it ended, And if you remember the sit down with me in the Tazapania, man, in Independence Day, that big ass chariot that flew over New York, man, it darkened, most of the city, man. You know, like think about like a big city, like like I guess LA is a better example because you could see the ends of New York, but like LA, like when you're coming into it, from coming north to south, when you look and see the sprawl of the valley, bro, it looks endless, bro. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine how big this chariot is, man. The spiritual power it takes to fly it, man. You know what I'm saying? There's no escaping that. You know what I mean? The chariot's covering a whole city. Like, how are you gonna escape? Even hopping in a car, you still gotta drive city blocks, and like, come on, you ain't escaping. Y'all bashing me outside, man. And the fear of the Lord converts many. Realistically, us brothers, man, the men of Great Millstone and the Lycan camps, man, they truly fear the Lord, bro. You know, the scriptures say, "Fear not him that can kill the flesh," roughly paraphrasing, but him that can kill the flesh and the spirit, roughly paraphrasing. And that's what we're doing, man. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, because you have to believe something is real in order for you to fear it. You ain't, as a grown man, you don't fear Michael Myers, you know what I mean? But you may have feared him as a kid, or Freddy Krueger, or the Exorcist lady, or whatever have you, until you grew into knowledge of them not being real. So the inverse is true. You can't believe in the Most High and not fear him, man. It's impossible. You don't believe in him if you don't fear him. So the Christian church, not my God, not my God. He wouldn't do that to me. My God's about, like, what? What do you mean? You're putting him in a box. You're telling him what he won't do. Yes, the Most High can exceedingly bless, but he can also ruthlessly destroy. Look at Sodom and Gomorrah. Look at 70 AD. Look at all the captivities from Babylon and Mesopotamia all the way down to, the transatlantic slave trade, man. you know? But anyways, we're moving on. Bear with me. We're almost through Akim. This is Matthew 24:30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. So This is going to be a glorious sight unto the elect man of Yahweh Shem Shai. But to the rest of the tribes of the earth, man, even 2/3 of our people, they're going to mourn, you know? And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with great power and great glory, you know? So I think I'm going to change the name of this lesson to When They See Him, the earth shall mourn. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of what I edified, but also the chariots as well, So when they see him, the earth shall mourn is what I'm going to title this one. Because that's what we've been talking about, This is why, scriptures say, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Because, pursuant to the famine of the word, I believe in Amos, if I'm not mistaken, but y'all can correct me, he's not always going to be there, man. There is going to be a time when you're not going to get edified by the men of the Lord, man, and the hopeful elect, you know what I'm saying, and the true elect, you know what I mean? There's going to come a time when that's not going to be feasible for brothers, you know what I'm saying? And then what, You're going to be spiritually thirsty and hungry, man. You're not going to have brothers spiritually cooking you meals that given to them by Yahweh Shem Shai, man. So you have to seek him now. It's not my job, my kid. If you're working 7 days a week, you need to honestly, you need to quit that job, file unemployment, save your money. This is why you don't be spending your money frivolously, man. You have to be wise in all things, man. A wise man judges what? All things, man. You know what I'm saying? And put yourself in a position to where you can do more for the Lord. Because I promise you, sitting on the keyboard and talking about, shalom and all this, that is not going to save you, bro. It's not going to save you. Faith without works is dead, and that's period, man. And if you're just going to be on the common board and not even, if you might be hours away from the camp, you know what I'm saying? And brothers have been in that position before, but if you're not even going to put up videos, the Most High is not even going to establish you. You know what I'm saying? A camp and brothers. How are you going to meet brothers if you ain't doing the work? And if your city don't got a camp and there's truth, you might need to be the one who goes out there in that spirit, man, by yourself, and the Lord will do everything else, man. If you be of that number, because if you are of that number, you're gonna get up, you're gonna get off your ass, and you're gonna go do, because like I was going into, man, the Most High is not a sweet, tender, delicate wimp, man. He's not, and that's what we had to get through our thick ass skulls, man. So I'm not sitting here trying to come from a prideful place, because we're all unprofitable servants, man. I'm trying to encourage those who hear to do. That's really it. I'm not judging. My righteousness is as filthy rags, man, just like any other man. Did I read all that? Yeah, all the tribes of the earth shall mourn. Yeah, because, like the new title of the video, when they see him, they shall mourn. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to get one more for y'all just to, edify. And then, I'm going to let y'all go and, hopefully y'all have, protection and a decent day in this wicked place, man, until we get up out of here, And this is this is how he's going to appear. Then I looked up and lifted up my eyes and looked and beheld a flying roll, And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. So he's giving you the measurement system that we used as Hebrews to describe, what he saw. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on the side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on the side according to it. So, like I got into in the beginning, man, woe unto them the desire of the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? This is what you have to understand. Yeah, we don't know that we're going to be saved, man. We have the hope in salvation right now, man. You know what I'm saying? So why tarry? Why be lukewarm? If your woman is going to leave you behind this truth, would you rather sacrifice the kingdom or your woman? Would you rather sacrifice the kingdom or your child? A lot of y'all are scared to be put on child support, man. But guess what? In order to do this truth, you may have to. I got put on it, and this is just me sharing a little bit of my oppression, man. But if you ain't even willing to part ways with your money, why do you think that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to sup with you, man? You're fooling yourself. Then, you becoming one of those people that is getting this knowledge for your condemnation, not for your salvation. You're not even willing to part with your money, you know what I'm saying? Because you want to be up under a woman who either doesn't allow you to teach or doesn't do her womanly duty and take care of your kid one day a fucking week? Are you kidding me? You need to set up your household and your life around the truth. And if you're not even going to do that, you really think that Most High is going to stand up for you? Come on, man. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to your spirit, man. It's the worst thing you can do. You got to look at yourself honestly. That's why me and every other brother in the Liking Camps and Great Millstone, man, we tell y'all, we're not fucking perfect. I still go off. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go off until the very end, man. This is why he said, why shall Israel be stricken more? But yeah, whether you will hear or whether you will forbear, man, you're either going to get one of two things when the chariots appear. You're either going to get salvation or you're going to get destruction, man. And we pray that we get salvation, man. And for those of you that listen, I pray that the Most High builds you up to a level that you get salvation too, so we can get up out of here. We're trying to get that whole number, man. You know what I'm saying? Get the elect and the 1/3 up out of here, man. So, I'm not one of these brothers condemning you. I'm praying you get to a level, you know what I'm saying? If you be one of those men. But if not, there's nothing we can really do. You know what I'm saying? We can catch each other on the other side, though, But, with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim, Ha Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, honors to the Akim of Great Millstone, and the Liking Camps, present their bodies a living sacrifice, doing this work in truth and sincerity, and a shalom to the hopeful 1/3.